A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the first guard selected in the draft back in April, Chris Lindstrom from BC. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Julio Jones. 91 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Go.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a start. David Johnson on his way. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go. They're on 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, Ryan. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman, and this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Charlie. Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 23 yards, the pickup there. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
58. Space. Hey, pick it up, T. White. Bravo.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Grady Jarrett. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Space. Get the Got it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find Ridley on the left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
General West. Gun.
March 43. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
DJ Swearinger on the
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
Ready, blue 80, right 25.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Ready to go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, X3, 218, chopper. Got.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
There we go.
Devontae Freeman. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they...
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Check 45 to Mike. 22, check, cover. 22.
On second and 9, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st down, it's Freeman. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Johnson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Johnson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. They find some open field here. David Johnson on his way. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
43. Check, 43. Hey, Sam.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They were great